Okay, today we're here to talk about 7 Days to Die in VR. This is a mod that is on the Nexus called a 7DVR, and it allows you to play the Alpha 21.1 and point 2 in VR. You know, I love it. This has been the most fun I've had in 7 Days to Die in a long time. I really like this game in general, so if you don't like 7 Days to Die, would not recommend buying the game just to try the mod. But if you like this game already, you will love this in VR. If you have any kind of a headset, I would recommend you get it. But just so that you guys aren't expecting something that's different than what you're going to get, I'm here to talk about what this is, what it isn't, where its flaws are, and the parts that are pretty awesome. Now, up until recently, most of the games I always played in VR had teleport. This game does not have teleport. You have to walk. Now, if you are funny with locomotion, I would get some practice in before you try this, because this game's locomotion, it is not the best, but it's not the worst. Like, this feels better walking around than Fallout VR, than Borderlands VR, and Skyrim VR. It feels better to walk around in this game than it does in those. And those were VR ports, and this is just a mod. But the guy overall has done a very good job with it. Now, there are motion controls. So, like, I've got my hand here and it shows on my wrist, it's got all the weapons and everything, and you use the grip button to go down and then the trigger button to go up. I'm using a Gen 1 Oculus Rift, so this is the CV1. And if you have anything, any kind of a headset that allows you to play PC VR, I would recommend trying this if you like 7 Days to Die. Now, because I'm using a really old headset, and this setup is very, very jank, so when I run this, it has to use Steam VR, and it also has to use Oculus's ancient software VR, and because of that, a lot of strange things happen. A friend of mine named Valvaro, or Drift Pirate on Twitch, he has a Valve Index, and I installed the same mod on his so that we can play together and do some fun stuff. And you check out his channel, and we're going to be doing live streams as well. His setup is a lot smoother and a lot cleaner than mine, partially because he has something that's native to Steam VR, and his headset just natively works better with this. Now, there are still some things that are goofy for both of us. Some of it you'll be able to see, some of it you won't be able to see. Like, if I hit the pause menu for right now, this is the pause menu. You probably saw it hang. When it hangs for you, not only does it usually hang for me, it does other weird stuff sometimes in between. So if you're sensitive to hangs and weird things like that, when you go into those options, you might want to close your eyes if you want to persist and continue to play. But it's something that takes getting used to. I've been playing VR for a while now, and even though I'm really sensitive to motion sickness, this game, I've been able to adapt to this relatively well. Now, there was a stutter just there, and on my end, it's a bit more jarring. Now, speaking of stutter, to give you an idea of the system I'm running, right now I'm using an Intel 8700K, 32 gigs of 3200 cast latency 14 RAM, and I've got this installed on an NVMe SSD in 970 Evo, and I've got an RTX 4090, was it a Gigabyte OC edition. Now, the graphics card is overkill for the system, and it's partially because this is going to go into another computer. I have another machine that has a 12700, and this video card's supposed to be in that, but that machine has had water cooling issues, and I needed a new pump, and once I put the new pump in, I just haven't gotten around to reconfiguring everything and getting it all put back together. So this will eventually have the 12700. I think the biggest problem for me is the 8700K. This game runs well on any video card almost, but it runs pretty poorly on most CPUs if they're a bit older or they're lacking in single thread performance. Most of my performance issues tend to be not the resolution or the graphic settings having to do, like here we go, I'll show you the graphic settings I'm running. They don't seem to be the graphics that have to do with GPU. Like, if you were looking at quality, things like, I could turn on probably, screen space ambient occlusion. Reflections are sometimes a CPU, sometimes a GPU thing. I can have the textures turned all the way up, and they don't seem to bother anything. Anti-aliasing, my resolution on my headset's pretty low, so turning on the anti-aliasing doesn't really help any. The pixelation I see is because the headset's just low res, and no amount of AA is going to fix that. I can usually turn the draw distance up pretty hard. The particles, I feel like they cause some struggle too, but those are all things like the LOD, the view distance, the sometimes the water quality, but depends on the game, shadow distance, reflections, reflection quality. A lot of those are CPU heavy tasks, so you want to bring as many of them down as possible. I installed a mod to help, boost the performance and the multi-threaded performance of this game, and it has helped some. But a lot of times, this game is dropping frames even for me. Right now, because I'm in the pause menu, I can turn my head and nothing happens. Everything's smooth. But if I'm out here, I can see right along the edge of my vision on either side. I can see the what do they call that, time shift and frame shift happening on the headset. So whenever you lose frame rate, the headset tries to compensate by having an overscanned image, and then when you tilt your head and the game hasn't caught up, it tilts the image sideways slightly to kind of compensate for that. Now, part of it has to do with the fact that I'm running Steam VR and Oculus's VR stuff at the same time. That's eating up CPU cycles. To help combat that, I've changed the priority of this program in Task Manager to boost up its speed, and that has helped some. But my friend, he has like I think he either has an AMD 5600 Ryzen chip or a 5800 X3D. On that, it runs a lot better. But the one thing that is still stuttery, no matter what, seems to be when things are loading in, like I just paused. That happens. If a lot's going on screen and you open up a box, that stutter will happen. And when it's on your headset, that can be jarring. So if you're sensitive to those kinds of things, you're probably going to want to either get practice in another game, or, like I said, be prepared to be motion sick. Now, when it comes down to motion sickness in this game, the one thing that is the most nauseating for me is when you're riding something. If you're riding the bicycle, seems to be the worst so far from what I've seen. I just unlocked the motorbike in my other save, and you'll see that in a moment. It's better than the bicycle, but it's still not great. Now, to give you an idea of how the controls work, when you're using something like a gun, there's a pointer, and you can see that you might be able to see that pointer on the screen. It's actually lined up to the barrel, so like if I pause, you can see a laser beam coming out of the barrel. Now there's an option to have the laser beam visible all the time. I turned it off because it feels a little cheaty, and I'd like to be able to kind of aim manually, but I feel like the aim isn't exactly the greatest. Now I put in a mod that's supposed to get rid of spread or blooming and the guns. Don't know whether it's working or not. Certain weapons feel like they're accurate enough, but after a certain distance, like I can aim right where that crosshair is in the same spot every time, and it feels like it's not hitting quite where the crosshairs are. Now there's no decal, so it's hard for me to tell exactly where it's landing, but like it always feels like it's slightly off. Not so much so that it's game breaking, but it's not perfect. But the guy did a pretty good job at lining up most weapons. The one weapon that I found that was probably misaligned is the compound bow. The regular bow isn't great, and sometimes it gets a little crooked, and there's no draw action. It's just you have to point the bow like a gun. It's enough. It's functional, and it's still fun. But, obviously, he's still working on this mod, and he's making improvements, and that's something that I do look forward to seeing. Now, I'm going to load another file that has a lot more to do. This file is really early on. I only loaded this file because it gives me time to talk and mess around without wasting time on the one file that's further ahead. It's got pretty tight schedule, so, I'm going to end up with problems if I screw around too much. Now, one of the things about the VR mod, because of how it integrates into the system, a lot of certain kinds of mods won't work. Like, you probably can't do any weapon mods. I found a mod that allows you to, adjust the iron sights and makes them more accurate. And I figured, that'll be a great mix for this because some of the sighting's a little off. It moved all the guns. All the guns that had sight modifications were like way off sync, and I don't know whether it's possible to fix that. When you're picking where your cursor lines up, if you go into controls, there's a whole bunch of VR options just for this mod. And this guy put all these in here. These are the settings that I'm currently using. I've got 45-degree snap, which feels comfortable to me. I usually like having it a bit lower. And if I get my C legs a little bit better or my VR legs better, I might turn it to smooth turn instead, and then go with that. But for right now, it still feels a little bit better to have that. Now you can change the dynamic object detail target, and that will like cull things in the distance to try to keep your FPS up. And even though it does work, it culls them in my system too far, and so I'd rather deal with the stuttering and the potential nauseating effects as opposed to lose distance. I've already cut the grass down pretty low, so the grass disappears pretty quickly. You can see that somewhere around, let me get the rifle, it's a little easier to point. If you look right along there, the grass has already disappeared, but as I come in, everything else stays pretty detailed as I'm walking up. The grass is, pretty cartoony and, two-ish looking out there. But as soon as you get close enough where you need to be able to see things, things start looking better. But the object, detail culling one, that tree would start looking like it was paper, and that was a bit too much for me. And I was more willing to deal with the stutter and the occasional hitching as opposed to seeing the really ugly trees and stuff. Now, one of the things that is probably the most degrading to the experience in this game is the shadows. The shadows distance is like really, really bad. I turned the shadow distance to low, and even just having it low, it's okay in most places. It drastically affects how good the game looks. So if you can have the shadows on, I would recommend it. Low is probably as far as I can go. It's probably just enough that I can handle the system and it doesn't make me sick. It stutters a bit more, and in places where there are torches, that's a problem. Now, I heard people say that part of that has to do with the torches and the flame system, and when they improve that, it might get smoother, but that's probably going to be Alpha 22. It's not going to be now. Now that we've gotten all the technical bits out of the way, let's load into a save that's more fun, and I can show you some of the weapons as well as some of the jank. Now, when I exit the game, it's going to jank like my hand's frozen right now, and I can't move. And if that's something that would make you nauseous, be careful. Now, I'm going to continue. This is the save that I've done the most work in, so it's the one that has the most stuff, and it's pretty fun. What I did setting-wise, I left the friends only, got a 120-minute, 24-hour cycle to give me more time to do stuff, 18 hours of daylight. I turned the zombie night speed to run instead of sprint, because I like them running. Blood Moon speed is by default run, and, sprinting for the ferals. I like the ferals to sprint, but the day speed is walking. Let's see, is there anything else I changed? Oh yeah, I made it so I won't drop anything, because I'm still getting used to the VR, so this playthrough I'm not going to have anything drop. And then, as we play on the stream with Drift Pirate, we'll probably have it where it drops your backpack, but probably not your tool belt. Now we're going to continue, and we're going to go to this one, and we're going to do a mission. And I'll show you how some of the guns function. Ooh, see, look at that. That's jank. Now, as bad as that looks on the screen, it looks worse to me. For right now, there's stings coming up in the middle. My hands are going all wibbly. And that's Oculus's fault more so than this. Even though loading is never smooth, on my friend's setup with the Index and Steam VR, it's a lot smoother. This is jarring. So when that happens, if you're not careful, it can make you sick. So be prepared to either close your eyes and wait till you hear the music for things to calm down. Now I'm going to pick up a few more guns out of my bin. Where is it? Alright, we're going to pick up the wonky bow. We're going to pick up the AK. Pick up a little bit of ammo for the AK and a little bit of ammo for the bow. And what else have we got here? There's a... did I have both shotguns? I think I sold the double-barreled shotgun, which I had held onto it just a bit longer. Oh yeah, we're going to pick a scope because you guys got to see... the scope problem. And is there anything else? Where's my wooden bow? Okay, yeah, the wooden bow is a bit more functional, so we'll take the wooden bow, regular wood bow with us too. Okay, now before we leave, let's see, do any of these guns have an empty slot? Guess not really. Where's my pistol? We'll take the pistol just because it's an easy modification. We're going to modify it. We're going to take the scope and replace the full auto trigger system for it. And watch this. This is the problem with the sights. You can't really see anything through it. Sure, it's there, but there's no optic. And it doesn't actually, having the optic doesn't actually control anything about where it's going. See, it's like down and to the left, and there's no indication of that through the scope. It looks cool, but it doesn't function anymore. It doesn't really function. So you're better off trying to align things with iron sights than to deal with that. So we're going to put the trigger assembly back on. I should look for a semi-auto trigger assembly. It'd probably be in better, but I'm not sure if I have any in this box. What is this? Is this burst? That's full auto. Yeah, we're just not going to bother with it for now. I'll deal with that later. Now we've got a mission that's off in that direction somewhere. Now here's the dreaded motorbike. I didn't hope to good. I don't have anything in it, so I can carry it with me. We're going to ride this. Let me put it on the right slot so it always goes back to where I want it. Here we go. Now, one thing is, it always points this way, so you kind of have to rotate yourself into the alignment of where you want it to go, and then get on it. It's best to get on it facing forward, because if you're not facing forward, there's no telling where you'll end up. Now, I've got the supercharger and the air filter on this thing, so this thing gets quite moving. Whoa. And I think the shadows are making... I can see along the bottom of my vision right here. It's warping. Oh! Ooh, that hurt. That hurt. That hurt me. It may have hurt my character a little bit. That bothers me. I need to turn the shadows off. See, this it's just a bit too much warping, and that's some of the things you'll have to test and find out for your system where those limitations are. For me, the shadows are just a bit too much for my system to handle. When I get the 12700K, it'll probably run a bit smoother, and then I won't have to have that problem, because even just now, making that one change, the bottom of my screen's a lot less wonky. There we go. Now, which place are we going to? It looks like it's the one at the end of the block. Whoa! Lost it. Oof, that was a bit nauseating. Yeah, those are the things that are dangerous, is losing control of your moped. Now, I personally, any of the pistol-like weapons, the handgun, the Magnum, the double-barreled shotgun, those things all feel really, really good to use in VR. And it's funny, they have the grip button gives you, I guess, the aiming mode, but you can't see anything different because it's not real. So, you know, I'm not sure whether... so far feels like sometimes firing from the hip is more accurate than using the aim. So, you guys can try on your own. Now, we'll start off with the shotgun, only because it's the weapon I don't really care for the ammo that much. It's alright, but I won't use this weapon in Horde Night, so it's a good weapon to kind of save for when things get hair. It's a save ammo for your good weapons. So let's clear this place out first, and then we'll do the mission, because I don't want to miss out on any loot. Down, boy! Eat it! Come on. Yeah, VR has such a major advantage. Ooh. You guys are not getting me this time. Shotgun is not my favorite weapon, though. Especially not in VR, because you can't hold... You have to kind of balance it like it's a handgun, and that feels a bit weird. Yeah, so personally, pistol is my favorite. Depending on how things go, as soon as I can start I need to get a chem station. As soon as I get a chem station, I'm going to be making pistol ammo only. I'm probably going to ditch all my shotguns and just go for pistols only. The auto rifles and, you know, machine guns, quote unquote, like the AK and all that, they work really, really well. So they still feel alright, even though they're, you know, you're kind of firing from the hip and doing nonsense. It's still better than this. It's just like, this feels weird. The shotgun just feels weird. Alright, let's go in there and take care of all the guys inside. We're going to break through the front door, because pathing be damned. Yeah, VR is so powerful. It's insane. I've already got a set of these, so I'm going to scrap them. My first Horde Night didn't even have a base. I just stood outside and fought them all. Because I'm dangerous enough with a pistol and an AK that I don't need... Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's just I thought that was a weapon. Oh, got my hopes up. Oh, I'll take that. Ugh, no meat. Oh, I'll take that. I'll just eat that just to... Take that. I don't want burnt steaks. They'll make me too thirsty. Ugh, rotten meat. I'll take that too. And we'll take the bones. And more berries. Let's see, right now we'll put these in there, and I'll munch on those while we're walking around. Now, one of the things the advantage of being able to hit headshots pretty much all the time without even really thinking about it. If you're a decent shot, like I play paintball, you know, I do some competitive nerfing, you know, play tons of arcade games like Time Crisis and Area 51, all those classic arcade shooters. I'm used to firing and hitting when I point at, even without needing to aim down the sights. My natural instinct. Not to mention that little cursor helps when you're up close, but even when I'm not up close, usually I get a good sense of where I'm aiming at. Ooh, that armor looks pretty good. I think it's leather. Ooh, it brings down my stamina. I'll think about it. That's something I'm going to hold on to. I'm not going to sell it. Unfortunately, my joystick has a dead zone problem. Some part of it's 7 days to die because its controller support is a bit wonky. This guy, I think, is using keyboard emulation, so it's emulating the keyboard when you're walking around. So the slightest movement, like you just touch it and your character's flying in whatever direction that is that you were pressing. Come on, eat the blueberries faster. It's hate to waste the food, but I don't really want to be bothered with baking anything right now. So we will just go for that. And this guy is sleeping on the job. Sorry, hun. Your hubby's lazy and made you had to work harder. Oh, he's got 2 wifeys. Sorry, double the disappointment. Oh, father-in-law. Sit down. Anybody else want any? Is this the major loot room? Or please tell me there's more loot than this. Alright, now, when you're trying to chop something with any of the melee weapons, where that cursor is where if you click the trigger button, you'll do an automated swing. If you hold down the grip and click it, it becomes a power swing. But there's a trick to it. The smaller the object, the harder it is to hit with a melee. Like hitting that lamp, because that cursor has to hit it before the axe hits it, it's not always easy to line it up. You can move it in the options menu. If you hit the whoa, that hurts. Okay, you hit the options, controls, VR options, you can adjust hand, and when you click on it, or adjust pointer, and it lets you move things around a bit. But they're 3 different categories. The pointers, when you're in the menus, I haven't messed with the hand too much, but the pointer menu I know affects your swing with these melee weapons. Originally it was like if I held my hand like this, it went straight forward like that. I've tilted it a bit. For a while I had it going straight almost like that, and that lined it up for swinging really well, but when I'm in menus I had to have my hand pointed like this, and it was kind of murder on my wrist, so I had to pick something that was halfway in between to get it comfortable. Oh, for real, dude. Back off, hon. Toilet pistol? No toilet pistol. I don't want paper right now. I'll deal with the paper some other time. Let's take the corn. We'll drop the nails. We'll drop the cement. Don't care about the cement. I guess I'll keep the wood. Are you guys still at it? Get a life! Or an afterlife. I hear somebody making an awful racket. Yeah, and what's cool is if you hold down the grab button when you swing... Oh, look at him. He's coming through the wall. Get a life. If you hold down the trigger and swing, it becomes a power swing, which uses your stamina. Speaking of stamina, I put in a mod so that when you swing with the action button, it swings and it uses stamina, but if you swing with the melee, your actual swinging action, would you get a hobby? Where is it? There we go, shotgun time. Get lost. I wish it had a holster system, because it works, but there's a limit to what the guy can do. And of course, this box being small makes it hard to hit. But we're going to cheese this a bit because I don't feel like being here all day. Hard part is getting the smaller boxes. Like I said with that pointer business. You know what, dude? Bugger off! You too! You want some? Get lost. Alright, we're going to readjust the pointer just a hair because this is driving me nuts. We're going to go to controls because this is just a little bit, and that's the struggle, is getting the pointer just right. And then let's try this. Because you have to have a certain amount of momentum. See, like right now it's hitting the container below it. Let's go back a bit. Let's go back to the preview. Oh, it's in the wall, isn't it? Yes, it is. Let's go to controls. We'll go back to the more default configuration and just pointer. We'll keep it like there. Yeah, see, it's hitting the wall, and it's not hitting this box. Yeah, see, I may have to default it. I'm not sure if I can default it, but it's like missing. It wasn't missing before, and that's the problem. When the controls were set up pretty decent out of the box, but see, this adjusts the hand correlation. So this is like where your hand is in relationship to everything else, which feels pretty natural. And then what's the adjust item? Oh, this adjusts your hand on the item, which is kind of cool. And then we're going to adjust the pointer, because the pointer is part of this. Let's try that now. Oops, the one thing I messed up, my hand's now twisted. Ooh, baby, it's twisted. Come on, there we go, adjust item. We need to adjust the hand so it's straight. Okay, I'm back. Now you might be able to adjust that with the mods. I might try a video where I adjust. See, look at that, look at that. It's not. Yeah, see, it was. You have to be a certain distance away now. Yeah, come on. Alright, that's better. Okay, let's take all of that. We'll read the books. Don't even care what they are. Alright, I've gotten... Ooh, finally got up to the AK quality. Okay, we're going to take this... we'll scrap it. It's not better than what I've got on already. Oh yes, we're going to try out bows next. Let's go to the bows, and I'll show you the bow situation. We'll switch out the shotgun for the bow. And let's go outside and look for some trouble. I'd say that the regular bow is pretty good. That's funny. This is slightly off to one side. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to readjust that one more time. It's slightly off to one side. I'll try to get the default configuring back. Controls, VR option, adjust item. We're going to move it down and slightly off to one side. Try to keep it straight, but maybe there. Yeah, it's still slightly off to one side. So, one more go. I'm sorry to waste all your guys' time with this, but this is the kind of stuff that when you're tweaking, you're going to have to kind of... If you leave it alone, your best chance is probably there in the default position. You see now with that pointer being where it is, it's slightly off to this side, just a hair. There. Yeah, it's close enough. As close as it's going to get. Okay, bow time. Let's go outside. Now, who's been smacking on the house? Ooh, I forgot the loot bag. Oh yeah, we'll use that and take the rest. Oh, we don't have room for the rest. Crap. Let's get rid of that. No need for aloe, no need for fat. Let's take that. And I definitely want this. We'll get rid of the wood. You had to be on the other side of the fence, didn't you? Definitely working better than it was. Come on, there we go. Welcome. Welcome to the land of the ones that are about to die. Bing! So that feels really good. Now, we'll go to the other bow. This feels really jank. I don't know why, but it feels crooked. I'll probably have to play with this one, see if I can get the alignment better. I haven't tried to get the alignment on this one, but this one feels really jank. So far, all the other weapons I've tried feel good, but I'll show you how this one works / doesn't work. Oh, here we go. Targets. Like, my hand position is so loaded. That's another thing. Sometimes the loading animations are real strange. There you go. There we go. Got it. I've gotten good enough where I can hit it, but it feels off. You know, we'll eat this. Oh yeah, I forgot to eat all the corn. Come on. Anybody else out here? Oh, there's another target. Oh, she's thirsty. Great. One more. Come on, there we go. Then we're going to sneak. And we're going to aim this time. It's really hard for me to get it. My muscle memory is off with this. See, like, that time the animation didn't complete. Yeah, look at how far off I am. I really need to adjust this. Yeah, now, we're going to switch a bow. If I can find, look at that. Look at how crooked that looks when I switch to it. We're going to have to play with that. Now watch this one. Oh. Yeah, the animation didn't complete. Oh, just over her shoulder. Got her. Oop, just over his left shoulder, or his right shoulder, my left. Oh, come on, under his armpit. Come on. Finish the animation, please. That's another thing with the bows. If you don't finish the animation right, it's really a problem. So the bows, they could use some work, but this bow is pretty good. That bow is not so much. So we'll go back to that. Now let's go to the rifle. The rifle is... I either love it or hate it. It's tricky. There's parts of it I like, and then parts of it is just really jank, and it's hard for me to stick to the rifle, please. Oh, snap. Sit down. When the rifle's good, it's fantastic. But it's hard to get a sense of it without the scope. It's really hard to line it up sometime. And it reloads really slow. No, you don't. When it's close enough to get the crosshairs on it, then it's really easy. Like, I'm hitting that damn cabinet. But the rifle is powerful. Stop hiding behind the cabinet, you jerk. We'll take that because I need the duct tape. Oh, crap. I need to come up with room. There's got to be something I can let go for the duct tape. You know what? Don't need the clay. What's in the workbench? We got a book. What? Oh, I didn't try to... That's another thing, too. It's really easy to accidentally scrap things because when you go to pick options, your hand, the slightest shift of your hand is enough. That dropped. Where did it drop? Well, I gotta drop something to make room for it. Let's drop the bones. Is that the book? No, it's this damn seed. Is that it? Yes. Okay, so when you're holding it, you gotta really steady your hand sometimes because it's so easy to accidentally... Just the pressure of you pushing the button is enough to shake your hand enough sometimes to pick the wrong thing. Did I get the... Yes, I got the bones back. Okay. We don't need the wood, so we'll leave that behind. Now, this is something I didn't check last time. This is probably the pathing they want you to take through the house, but I'm not going to follow their pathing. I'm going to follow my own. That's why they gave us axes. To forge our own path. 48. That's worth some money. Do I have an iron pile? Yes, I do have an iron pile. Let's get rid of the rock, because I don't have any more stone weapons. And let's eat some more corn. And let's drink some water. What do you mean, no? Let me use the water. There we go. Come on, take a drink. Now we've used the rifle, we used the shotgun, now let's go for the magnum. Actually, first we gotta break the door down, no. Oh, you want a piece? Stay in your grave. Stay in your grave. If it wasn't for the flourish, I'd like this magnum a lot more. The fact that your character has to spin before they're done. It's just a bit too much. As soon as I get the Desert Vulture, I'll be a happy camper. Right, so that's pretty awesome. That feels good and it shoots good. Let's go for the AK now. We'll swap out the lever action for the AK. Okay, it's already loaded. Let's get all the empty out the cabinets. Oh, rotten meat, everybody's favorite. I mean, if you're farming, it's useful, but I'm not farming. This build is strictly a survival combat build right now. Maybe if this character lives long enough and it's still fun, I'll mess around with it. See how that's just right on point. Wait, whoa! Calm down, hun. Now that was janky because it's firing here even though I'm pointing there, but it does still hit, even though the animations don't line up. I'll take the bones. I've already got pots, and I'm not making any herbal antibiotics. What's in here? I'll deal with that later. Don't have the room. Toilet pistol. Give me a toilet pistol. Yes, a toilet pistol. Alrighty, where can I? We'll take the vitamins. And am I injured? Nope. I'll take the vitamins. We'll have another drink. And we'll take the toilet pistol and we'll scrap it down and add it to our collection of pistol parts. Because as soon as I get the schematics up where I can either make an SMG or a Desert Vulture, I'm going to need those parts. Do I have it? Nah, you know what? I'm not going to bother with that right now. Oh, I've got a mask. Is it better than my own mask? It's got better heat resist and worse cold resist. I think this one's overall. You know what? We'll swap. This one's slightly better than mine, so we'll scrap that one. Anybody else want it? Nice try, buddy. This gun is brutal. How did that end up there? I better not have lost my weapon. That was my pick. Oh, we got to go find that. We got to find that like now. Where is it? I was in here. Where? Oh, that's the fat. Where's my pick at? It's in the kitchen. It's got to be in the kitchen. Oh, please don't let me lose that pick. Is it in one of the cabinets? Oh, please don't tell me it disappeared already. If it disappeared already, I am going to be uber pissed. Oh, is it in my inventory somewhere? But isn't it? That's something that is just distressing in so many ways. I think I just lost my pickaxe. And it took me a while to get that pickaxe, and it was super expensive. Is there anywhere it could be? Oh, yeah, I think it's history. I think it's gone. I don't see it anywhere. And how did it disappear so damn fast? Whenever I'm trying to craft crap, garbage stays around on the floor all day long. Yeah, and I don't see it anywhere else. I really need that pickaxe. Oh, this is a problem. It's not in there. And it's so easy to accidentally end up with things just the right level to be... Yep. Yeah, I'm screwed. I am absolutely screwed. Well, that pickaxe is mainly the reason why I was getting stuff done. Yeah, we got the shovel. Yeah, I'm gonna have to locate a high level pickaxe and all the mods. I had the bracer mod, I had the bunker buster mod. Oh, I had everything on that. Wonder how long ago I lost it. I don't even. Oh well. I need these, but right now I'm just annoyed. So yeah, well, you know what? We'll take the iron. Toilet pistol? Nope. I can't break into that now. See, that's oh man. It'll take me years to try to break into that now. Oh man, this is really screwed up my run. Now let's take this back out and we'll pop that bad boy here. We'll take all those back. I'm gonna have to go searching through vendors now. Come on. I'm gonna look all over the place one more time just to make sure that it didn't happen to fall somewhere slightly out of sight that I didn't notice. We'll get my pistol out so I don't have to think about danger. I heard that it's supposed to be a 5-minute timer for anything. See, because I broke that guy out the fence. I broke that guy out the fence over here before we restarted the map. Yep. What? Oh, that was a branch. Crap. Oop. Yep, I don't see. There's no place it could be. Oh well. Looks like that's it. Is there anything else? We're done. It says clear the area, return to trader. So yeah, one more quick go through. Make sure. Oh, books. Almost forgot the books. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm just getting tired of having the corn fill up my inventory. I might not have made that mistake without the corn there, so we'll toss that out. You know, just because I'm annoyed. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to all the vendors and try to get a new pickaxe. That'll be the new strat. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll start off with the vendor that's closest that I had this mission for, and then we'll go from there. Man, what a riot. What a rip. Okay, now, see, I'm on it crooked. Alright, now who's the closest one? He's down south. Now, who am I doing this mission for? I thought it was him. This must be Jen's. Damn it. And I needed that nail gun. There's a nail gun that this guy that I just left has. And the reason I was doing this mission was to try to earn the quick cash for the nail gun. But the pickaxe is more important than the nail gun because I won't be upgrading any materials if I can't mine them fast enough. Because after having survived my first day with no base, I definitely felt the need to do some, at least minor base. I'll show the base that I have built now, so you guys can get an idea of how much, even though Exit VR definitely has its problems. You saw I accidentally almost scrapped that book and I lost my pickaxe. One of the advantages is you are very strong as a VR. If you have a good aim, naturally, you are very powerful in VR. Let's see if she's got a pickaxe. I hope she has something decent, because it was a steel pickaxe, too. Oh, it was so good. Come on. Oh, I guess you won't talk to me if I'm that close.
Wow, I didn't think you had it in you. Good job.
Let's see. I don't think I have the skills to make it, so I'm going to have to take the ammo. Let's see. Please tell me you've got a steel pickaxe. You got a steel club. You got a machete. I don't need a machete. No, you don't. Crap. I don't think I have the skill. Let me...
Really?
just on the off chance.
Well,
It's a little jank, but you can look up things. I have to use a virtual keyboard, so we'll do pick. Damn it. It's another thing that's a little bit slow, so you have to be real deliberate. Iron pick, steel pick. Yeah, it's locked. I figured as much. Crap. Nothing's worse than getting locked out of something you need that bad. Now, actually, I should probably pick up another quest from her while I'm here. Now I've got, what, 3 other vendors altogether. I've got the guy that's back there in the desert, which I'm probably going to go back to him. So let's see if we can find something in the south. That one's straight south, but it's night only. You know what? We'll restore power.
You need some work? Oh, this is a dangerous one. Try not to, get radiated.
Let's see. We're going to scrap that, but we'll scrap that later. Let's see, no. Let's see, where is the next guy? There's an infestation straight north of us. We'll deal with the infestation. Here comes the busy part! Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that felt so bad. Oof. Yeah, whoa, that felt worse. And nothing's worse than going off one of these mountains. I accidentally went over a cliff without meaning to, and I almost fell over in real life. It's really disorienting. Ooh. Oh, that's horrible. Is the infestation in the church or somewhere else? Yeah, it's in the church. Okay, so we're going to put this bike here. And because we've reached that stage that I tend to end up reaching, where I'm loaded with stuff, open the box, please. Alrighty, we're going to start loading stuff. We're going to load the gasoline in there, because we're not selling that. We're not selling that. We're not selling that. We're not selling the pistol. Not selling that. We should get the Lucky Looter goggles on. We're going to wear those. We're not selling the battery yet. Not until we've built a 4x4. That we're selling, that we're selling. The bows we're not selling, but we're not using them, so they can go in here. Put the arrows in there. The AK's good, but I don't think I'm going to need it. I don't think I'm in that kind of danger. So we'll just put that to the side. Put that down, please. There we go. And the rest of the stuff, you know what? We're not going to sell those. We're not going to sell those anyway. So let's go. Let's get the old... Let's clear this, see if I've cleared this place out already. Oh yeah, I've already cleared this place out. So let's reset it. This is an infestation clearing, so... Oh, I gotta chop through that. Let's clear this place out first. I thought one of these was open. Maybe it was this one. Well, let's get my shovel in hand, since I can't do much out. Might as well use my shovel. Come on. It's a little quick. Oh, rotten meat for real. Alright, let's get out of this. Let's get the axe out. At least I still have my axe. And this is still considered wood, even though it's metal ribbed. Toilet pistol? Nope. Anybody else want it? Quiet down in there. We'll take the pipes, but we're leaving the meat behind. Let's eat the potato. Rotten meat again. Oh, get rid of that. Get rid of this. Where do you think you're going, hun? Whoa, surprise! Oh, I'll take the water. Oh yeah, up the stairs. We gotta go up the stairs. Is that... No, that's broken already. Okay, there's no safe in there that time. Take that. Could have sworn there was... And it must be up here. Yep. Another thing is you can reach over edges. That's one of those things that's great about VR. You can reach over edges. Ooh, an ammo crate. I'll take it. No, you don't. Whoa! You scare me, you die. Anybody else want it? Ah, papers. We'll take all that. Take all the ammo, and please be something good. Make it worth my day. Handgun. Okay, I like that book. It's semi-good. Okay, now let's eat the food. Let's drink some of the water. We'll put the dirty water right next to it so I remember it. Were you injured? Nope. Oh, drop the clay. I don't care about the clay. That'll probably do for now. Oh yeah, we gotta do some melee. Let's get the old spear out, because the shotgun's dull. No offense, but it's nice and all, but it's too slow. And when you've got the silenced pistol, that thing is just mean. Now, what else do I have to do? Oh, I think they're all done already. Yep. Yeah, return to trader. Okay, so let's get out of here. We're going to go to the next vendor. Now, where's the next vendor? This vendor... The vendor that I just came from, is that's him. Okay, so I'm going to go back there later, because I came from him. We're going to go talk to this guy. Oh, I'm crooked. Double crooked, come on. Much better. Let's speed up. Wheelie time. Yeah, this is definitely better than the bicycle, but it's still nauseating. This still is rough. Try to get to places as quickly as I can so I don't get sick on the way. Oh, that was horrible. Downside is opening the map sometimes causes glitch-outs like that. But yeah, when we do the live stream, we're going to turn up the difficulty probably after my friend Drift Pirates gets used to the being in VR. Because even though there are some jank things, the amount of damage you can put out as a VR player is pretty significant, especially in close range shooting. Whoa, sign. It's another thing, the steering is a bit weird because you can look around at stuff, but if your hand drifts at all to the side, you start leaning, and that wonky leaning is weird. Oh yeah, this is my little horde survival thing. It's less of a base and more like a battle platform, because you could just stand up there, and if they ever overrun you, you run to the other one, and then they funnel over to that staircase instead. Okay, we're going to leave that here. Please have a steel pick, even an iron pick at this rate. I would prefer a steel pick, though. Where's my Magnum? Because I get a discount for having the Magnum out. Hey, he's stuck in the floor.
The apocalypse isn't so bad.
Oh, I still have a job I haven't done for him yet. What about the tools? Please have a steel pick. A spear. I don't want a spear, dude. I need a pick. Why is it nobody's got tools? Just to make sure I haven't missed it. Yeah, I don't see anything. Alright, dude.
If we ain't got
Fine.
what you're looking for, we can get it.
You know, I wonder if I can just quit that quest for him, because it's someplace weird, isn't it? This is one of those places that's bad for my frame rate, too. Passing gas. That was like really far north, I think. I don't feel like doing that. Let's see, yeah, we were on tier 3 stuff anyway. Let's go. Is there anything down south? I mean, considering how close we are to nighttime, maybe I'll just do restore power.
I'm in a bit of a... Thank you.
Only because it's going to take me most of the day just to look and hope to find what I'm looking for. I can't believe this, man. I should probably check just to make sure I don't have a backup pick. I don't think I do. But this place had a few little odds and ends. Like, it's got the bracings and stuff, but... What is this? Is this semi-auto? Full auto? Burst? Don't need either of those. Let's check that one. I've got a stone axe. I guess we gotta have something, and I can't even... I'm not really sure if I can make a level 3 stone one yet. Yeah, that's got a shoulder brace. I'll save that for the MP5 when I get that. Alright, let's see if we can... Let's see what our stone axe is. And I can't even... Oh, yeah, it's just as painful. Alright, let's... Do I have any wood? Let's get some wood. Need a few stones. I think I've picked up most of the stones that are around here, so let's get going. Oh, I'm crooked again. Come on, get on there right. Whoa! Okay, whoa, that was weird. Okay, now... Where's that other guy? That Trader Hugh's up north, so our best bet is to follow that road and then take a turn. Can I go cross-country? I'm going to go cross-country a bit because I don't feel like going out of miles out of my way just to pick up that road. Have I leveled up in a while? I've got 5 points available. Now, if I wanted to put points into combat, but at this point I need better. I'm probably going to need the better Daring Adventurer perk. It says access to better trader items and 20% more dukes. I need to be like level 10 intelligence, and I'm at like level 8. So this is what, 2, 3. I need 8 points to even consider it. So you know what? We're not going to bother wasting points in that just yet. Whoa, that felt weird. Ooh. You know what? You jerk. Come on. Oh, this is going to be all for nothing if this guy doesn't have it. About halfway there. If not, we're heading back down south and we're just going to have to make do with what we've got. Oh, I'm cold. Time to change. That should help with the cold. You know what, dude? Get lost. Not quite far enough north yet. I'm a little crooked on the bike, but it'll have to do for now because I don't feel like wasting any more time. Off we go. Ooh, there's one of them damn cougars. Yeah, this is the right way. We're almost there. But regardless, if when I get to this vendor, whether he's got it or if he doesn't, I'm going to probably end this there. But you guys kind of get the sense of it. Get the idea of what this can do. It's a lot of fun. Next video I do will probably be during Horde Night, so you guys can see the kind of chaos and see how dangerous you can be as a Horde survivor. But yeah, this guy has a lot of weapons, so I'm counting on him having something. I've got a decent amount of cash on me. I got 10 grand already. So if he's got, he'll probably cost 11 grand, but if nothing else, I can probably do a mission up here or two. Ooh, oh, that was bad. Turn a little bit of quick cash. Oh, that really hurts. Oh, that's bothering my head. Get my Magnum back out to get better bargains. Alright, let's go, dude.
This better be good.
You're telling me it had better be good on your end. Let me see your inventory. Well, let's ask him for it. Oh, you already have a job for you, okay. Please. So he's got steel spear. I don't need a spear. Oh my goodness, dude. You make my life so hard, all of you. How is it none of you guys have got a pickaxe? Not one of you. You're worthless. Tactical assault rifle that I don't need. I mean, it's slightly stronger than my AK, but I'd rather have the AK personally right now. Yeah, I'm hosed. And my character doesn't have the skill to make one. Now, up until recently, they had them everywhere. They had iron picks. I would have taken an iron pick. Now he's got, wow. Well, I can't afford that. Now, he's got a structural brace mod. I'm going to have to buy another one because I lost mine. Is there any other gun that needs a cripple mod? Well, I can make them, so I don't need to buy them. And I don't think he has anything for... I've been reading all of my books, and I still don't think I have enough. Learn to craft armor piercing, I already have that one.
Those damn things are selling like hotcakes.
Alrighty, well, you guys got to see a little bit of an adventure here. Lost my pick, but I gained a lot of other stuff. Let's go check and see what's in my... Yeah. So, we gained a decent amount of crap. But lost something kind of good. So, this point on, I will be trying my best to find a pick. Well, you guys get to see what the VR mod is like. How pretty darn cool it is. One thing I forgot to talk about. Let's go show you. We need to find an enemy. Ooh, that's nauseating. One more mod I put on here. It's a small mod. Oh, come on. Straight. There we go. It's a small mod, but it makes a big difference. See, there's somebody. He's as good a test as any. Watch this. Now, normally the zombies have like unnaturally long reach. I found a mod that balances out their reach a bit more to something reasonable. Hey, hello. Watch this. So, like, if he's here, he's gonna take a swing at me. Hello. Turn on my light so he knows I'm here. You gonna hit me? Are you gonna... What's wrong with him? Oh, there he goes. So you can actually dodge him when he tries to hit you. But if he gets within slapping range, he can actually slap you. Yeah, see? His actual reach is close to what his arms are. He's a little slow, though. I don't know what his deal is. Usually they're a lot more violent than this. Yeah, there we go. Now he's angry. There, see? He can slap me around that range. But if I got him at spear range, he can't hit me now. Bing! Oh, he dodged side to side action. Oh, Stop bobbing your head. But yeah, so that reach mod. When you're in VR, normally it's not such a big deal because when you point your cursor at something, you can hit it from further away. But when you're dealing with VR, it feels very unnatural how much range they have. So it's kind of nice to not have to deal with that. But yeah, we're going to call it here. The next video will be a Horde Night video so you guys can see kind of action we can get. I think I will trade the... Did I get the meat? Yeah, I got the meat. All I wanted was the meat. Yeah, I'll do a Horde Night video so you can see just what can be achieved in VR on a Horde Night. As long as you've got enough CPU grunt to be able to handle the Hordes. It's pretty impressive. Alrighty, that's it for now. This was 7 DVR mod in action, along with the anti-recoil mod put in to keep the camera from shaking when firing your gun, and the anti-spread mod, which I don't think is working, and the reduced reach mod. I'll probably put a link to them in the description, so if you guys want to try any of these mods out, it'll go to the Nexus, and then you can download them from there. They're pretty easy to install. The set DVR mod, you just drop into the main folder. The other mods, you just drop into the mod folder that gets added by the DVR folder, and you're done. Well, anyway, hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys give 7 Days to Die in VR a try if you've got any kind of a decent headset. It's definitely fun, and if you've got the stomach for it, it's really good fun. All right, more on that later. Check out Drift Pirate on Twitch or on YouTube. We will be streaming, our own custom server there. Until next time, see ya.